Ever since I started at Polaroid, which is 11 years ago now, every year I get asked the same question. What's the best Polaroid camera to buy? And the I-2 is basically the quest to answer that question. My name is Oskar Smolokowski. I'm 33. I'm chairman at Polaroid. I've been working on the Polaroid I-2 camera for over 4 years now. And today we wanted to show you the vision behind the I-2, who was involved in creating it, and how it came together. I really wanted to make sure we have a team that knows a lot about making analog cameras. This is the most complex camera we've ever made, most advanced lens we've ever made, the best ranging. We wanted to push it a couple steps further, and I think it's important to realize that we were setting up engineering at Polaroid from scratch. I think everything started with the lens. Nobody really makes mechanical cameras anymore. So if we wanted to bring in expertise, we'd have to look back. And one place created more camera history than any other place in the world. And that place is Japan.
私の名前は小島祐介です。東京生まれ、東京育ち。
私の名前は赤木利正と申します。
これまでの業界での経験は1967年にオリンパスに入りまして、それから36年間オリンパスにいました。業界ではデジタルカメラの生みの親と言われています。
小島さんから遅れること10年、1977年にオリンパスに、入社しました。入社してからずっとカメラの設計開発の職場に約20年いて。
We debated a lot about apertures and how big the lens can be and how big the camera can be and how easy to use it's supposed to be. And we settled on this idea that we need to give people sharpness, we need to give people bokeh, and we need to give people control. And that's exactly what we built.
I-2 のレンズの開発ということで、光学をどうしようかということでよく言われるトリプレットレンズということで手頃な組み合わせでしょうということだったわけなんですけれど、レンズ以外の周りのところは台湾チーム皆さんがやってこられたという形です。
我是 Mel， 来自台湾，我是保利尔的开发总监。这样的一个角色的话，你可以说 concept 是灵魂，那我就是他的大脑。
So Mel is the first camera guy I met and convinced to build the new Polaroid engineering team. It's an incredible team that's grown with the company, and this was the most complex project that we've worked on together.
在开始跟日本团队讨论的时候，我们要的就是光圈要最大，然后我们的材质也要最好，所以我们当初选了 EP3500。那有赖于台湾的光学设计跟制造的提升，而且目前来说，台湾的光学制造是世界顶尖，我们的光学性能依旧能超越 SS70。
その引面技術がすごくもう圧倒的に進歩したということが、今日の携帯の文化なんかも含めて今もう変わったんですね、世の中。だからガラスがいいわけではない。このプラスチックを使うことによって明らかにこの従来のガラスレンズを超えたということが今回の場合は言えるということですね。
We started asking the questions about what's really important in the Viewfinder.
いいファインダーとはどういうファインダーかというと、これはオスカー口癖だったわけなんですけれど、ビッグ、ブライト、
クリア
ビッグ、ブライト、クリアという三拍子ですね。
传统的光学镜头，然后传统的 analog film， 再加上传统的光学 Viewfinder， 而不是现代的那一种 EVF。我们要给摄影师的就是一个传统光学的纯粹。
Hi, I'm Nick Woodley. I'm the Director of Industrial Design at Polaroid. Personally, I was responsible for the 3D surfacing for the entire external camera. So as the engineering components evolve, we have to move things by 0.5 millimeter, and then this knocks on to every single other curve on the camera. So we're constantly sort of massaging this geometry until it's production. We want people to fall in love with our products, and we believe to do that, you have to give a product character. So it's kind of the opposite of doing minimalism.
We lowered the shoulders a little bit, we exposed that lens up, and I think we came up with something that's beautiful.
The Polaroid I-2 instant camera, we have a continuous focus system of 3 lenses that, rather than choosing between near and far, it can have every degree in between those 2 distances. So you really get much more control over your focusing. Following directly on from that is you can't have a continuous focus lens without a really, really good ranging system.
So for ranging, we use LiDAR. It's very, very precise at telling you the location. It basically blasts a laser, and then it measures the time that the laser comes back. So as we developed the camera, we all got different prototype series cameras all around the world, and we were all testing them simultaneously. And obviously everyone is looking for their kind of thing.
这中间我们拍了将近3万张的相片，那回来之后，我们都会去一起讨论这些照片的品质啊，或者是相机有哪些缺点。
My name is Stina Bauer-Dahlberg. I head up the product team here at Polaroid. To me, the vision behind the I-2 was always that it is a call for mastery. It is a call to arms to go back to seeing photography as a craft. It's not about a million photos on your phone, but a few that you really care about. It might not be perfect, but that's kind of part of the beauty. It takes a lot of practice, it takes failing, and it takes trying again. But once you get that shot, there won't be anything better. Shooting instant analog photography should be in every creator's journey, whether you are an architect or a photographer.
There's 6 modes in the I-2 camera. There's automatic mode, aperture priority, shutter priority, manual mode, multiple exposure, and self-timer. So it starts off in automatic mode, so you can go all the way +2 stops or -2 stops. So that's just darker, lighter. That's really it for the automatic, center, and light. And then you get into things like aperture control. In aperture priority mode, you can choose which f-stop you want to shoot in, from f8 to f64, and the camera will adjust the shutter speed to match the aperture at that given light condition. So shutter priority you can use for different scenes. If you want a really fast shutter speed, like 1/250, you can take great shots of moving objects, and the moving objects will be sharp. If you're doing something like a cityscape at night, you might need 20, 30 seconds, and you can also set that. You can make any distance sharp between 40 centimeters and infinity. So manual mode basically lets you choose your perfect combination, and the camera will tell you what the exposure will be like. So whether you're under or you're over based on the center weighted light metering and ranging. We really wanted these manual options for photographers because ultimately when you're deep in your craft and you want a little bit more of that control, you want something very specific, like more depth of field, less depth of field, more motion blur, less motion blur. And I think it's also a bit of a journey. You start off in auto mode, you learn the basics, and then as you go deeper and deeper, you might want that control. What it's like holding it feels absolutely great to see the final result and to see the images that come out. The photographs that I've been able to take with this camera are incredible. So this whole team, all the way from Japan to Taiwan to London to Amsterdam, everyone really put their heart and soul into this, and it's been driven by passion like nothing else. Finally, we have a camera that can truly compete in terms of photography quality with the legends of Polaroid. We have a lens that's sharper than the SX70. We have all these manual controls that give photographers the ability to really hone in on exactly the kind of photo they want to make.
もう世界に1枚しかない写真、もう本当にアナログで1枚しかない写真が撮れる。これは今の世の中にものすごく貴重なことなんで、そういう文化をまた呼びたいね。
To the community that's been with us through the Impossible Project, to Polaroid for the last 10 years, I wanted to say thank you for sticking it through with us, but it's finally here. I think it's a camera that's really been worth the wait, and can't wait to see what you guys come up with it.